everyone, and welcome back to the channel.
Good morning, boils and ghouls. I know it's morning because I got breakfast.
You have a breakfast, a bag of goodies.
I have a double sausage and egg muffin for you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Lots of hash browns in here.
Right, so we are back for our annual movie marathon.
Yes, we are, and we have got 4 movies today.
We'll go for 4, yeah.
We didn't do more previously, but we've noticed there's slightly longer movies this year.
I think last year, well, the year where we did 5, they were about 80 to 90 minutes, but this year they're a bit longer. So,
yes, they are. So what have we got in store today? What are the goodies?
So first film for breakfast.
For breakfast, because I got a lot of food to eat here, so I'm hoping for something nice to go down with my meal.
So to carry on from last year's tradition, we've got a nice easy movie to eat our breakfast with, and that's Nekromantik 2.
Ah, yeah. Delightful. I remember last year Grumpy Andy recommended Nekromantik 1 to watch while we ate, because he's a sick fuck.
So now we're doing the same with Nekromantik 2.
And then we're going to follow that up with, where are we going? The Mangler?
The Manglers. So this will be part of our King of Kings series as well.
Oh, and then we're going to go with Overlord, something new.
Something new, yeah, something new in this marathon. And to finish it off
classic.
this evening, we're going for Reanimator.
Hey, I realise here we've got something old, something new, something borrowed from a Stephen King book, and something that could get a bit blue. I just made that up on the spot.
So there we go, boils and ghouls, as you say. Let's get this show on the road.
Get some food in.
Have some breakfast and watch
Nekromantik 2, The Return of the Living Dead.
The Return of the Living Dead, it says it lot. Leave you with that. Peace. Hey everyone, and welcome back. What the hell have we just watched? What the fuck have we just watched? So we have just watched Nekromantik 2. And yeah, the sequel to
Nekromantik 1.
Nekromantik 1, which we watched for the first time in last year's movie marathon. So for this year, we thought we have to return
to the wonderful world of the Nekromantics
whilst eating breakfast. So it's still the morning here, and we've just finished breakfast and just watched 100 minutes. It's 100 minutes long, this bloody thing.
The first one was like 70 minutes.
70 minutes.
And this one's gone up, they've added like 30 minutes plus. And I think they've added that in
Shock, arty, nonsense.
Do you want to synopsise this for our viewers at home and for me? Because yet again, there's another movie I didn't understand.
Yeah, I'll try to my best. In this film, though, there are lots of scenes which are just put in to make no sense. So, and I'll come to a couple of them, but basically the film starts off with Monica. Now, Monica, at the beginning of the film, goes to dig up... Is it Rob?
The body from the guy from the first one.
Yeah. So Rob is killed. No, Rob in the first film commits suicide.
Yes.
And in the opening scene...
Go back and watch our review of it, because I think we talked about that in detail last year. But the opening scene of this is the closing, well, one of the final scenes of the last one. Right.
So the opening scene is Rob taking his life. And then you... yeah. And then you cut to a scene of a woman in the flat, and there's the suicide poster up of Rob on a door.
Yeah, it's like a newspaper cutting.
Yeah, newspaper. So you just, and to be honest,
no, they don't make posters for everybody that commits
I couldn't remember who the main actress was or what she looked like. So
no,
it then cuts to.
Do you notice that every actor in this, or the main girl in this, every time she put her hair up or did something different with her hair, I wasn't sure who it was. She looked so different.
Yeah, all these Germans look the same.
That's not what I meant.
So basically, then it starts off with Monica digging up Rob's body and taking it home. Now, I thought Monica was actually Betty from the first one, the same character.
Because why would you go dig up a body unless you dig up the body of someone that you love, who you used to have sex with dead people, bits and bobs, so that would make sense.
So actually, this is a brand new character.
This threw me!
Monica, who basically, she isn't like most women, and she has a fetish for moist, gooey corpses.
This corpse was gooey. And okay, realism was not around what this body was decomposing. It made no sense for how this body was decomposing. But they did go for... I mean, I would say the effects range from some not so good, but the majority of the effects in here were...
Well done.
Well done. Designed to make you go, ugh. Not designed to make you go, that looks real. More like, ugh. But yeah, so she took it home. You say not like most women. At one point, didn't she have a party and there was about 10 women all watching a seal being gutted and they were all getting off on it?
Yeah, that was again one of those random scenes, which we'll get to. So
women out there, what is wrong with you?
Who has VHS seal?
Yeah,
party?
you freaks, you weirdos.
So then it cuts and introduces you to the other character, which is Mark, and Mark is a voiceover actor for bad German porn.
He dubs the oohs and the ahs.
Yes, and the slaps.
Yeah. And that's it. Oh yeah, I'm so horny.
Oh. So then,
it's good work if you can get it.
Monica and Mark start a relationship.
Oh, I foresee a love triangle.
So Mark is unfortunately part of the Rob and Monica love triangle. So then
So you're right. What he said makes sense. She is in love with a living person and a decomposed dead body.
Yeah.
That is the love triangle here.
And there are random scenes where Mark and Monica go to the pictures and they're watching a film. And it suddenly cuts to a scene of a naked German couple sat on a rooftop eating
boiled eggs. Not just one boiled egg, about 50 boiled eggs.
50 of them, and he's giving you a
What
story
is wrong with them?
of how he likes to go and watch birds.
Is this German, like, soap opera?
I don't know. It must have been a 5 minute, even more than maybe 5 minute scene. It made no sense. I would say no impact to the plot. It didn't. The plot is very basic here. It's a woman.
I don't understand the plot.
Well, it's all about her sick mind. So basically,
okay.
Later on, then you talk about this random scene where she has some friends over for tea and crumpets, and they're watching a seal video. And
now this is real. This is a real video of a real seal being gutted and skinned, in the first one.
In the first one, they killed and skinned a rabbit, I believe.
Yes, it was.
And that was quite gruesome. In this one, they skinned a seal,
and it was really.
When I say skinned it, they took its
skull out. They started by basically removing it, and it was gruesome and horrible.
It was horrible. It was really,
and went on for way too long, unnecessary. Just simply to make you go, ugh.
Yeah.
But also, she was watching this at like a party with a real dead human head on the table. That I know. Did they understand? Did everyone think it was a prop? I don't know.
So there's a point in the film where Mark and Monica make love, and he stays over.
Now, the sex scenes in this, when they do a lot of them with the girl Monica, they do them very arty the way they show her.
Yeah, like in the first one with Betty, very artistic.
So it's more like the gore and the gruesomeness in this is kind of like the porn aspect. Like, we're going to show you it. We're going to get you that. You're going to see tendons. You're going to see inside. It's going to be very much in your face. Whereas the actual look of her enjoying sexual intercourse is quite arty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's kind of a juxtaposition in that.
So there's a scene later on where Monica then decides to cut up the decomposing corpse to get rid of it, because maybe her feelings are developing a bit more.
You say get rid of it? She kept the head.
She kept
and
the head,
penis,
and she puts the penis in the fridge. And there's a scene where Mark has just got up in the middle of the night, or maybe in the morning after having a night.
He got up to make breakfast. Yeah. There's boiled eggs. There's a bit of an egg fetish for this film.
And he opens the fridge and finds the cut-off, severed penis. And at that point, he doesn't leave. He then poses for her, hung upside down, pretending to be a dead corpse. Now, I don't know about any man out there, but if you went and had a one-night stand with a nice, young, attractive girl, you go to the fridge and there's a bloke's cut-off dick in there, do you A, run, or B...
It did look a bit like Hazlitt.
It did look a bit like Hazlitt, did it?
This film has left me questioning a lot.
So then basically... So these two are in a relationship, and she shows him the video of the seal, and he's not into it.
No, he doesn't.
He was freaked out about it. So she was like, "Oh well, some people are into this sort of stuff.
That kind of tipped it too far.
I think she tested his perv.
So he was into the fact that she would dress him up and pretend he was dead. She was into the fact that she kept dead body parts, but he wasn't into watching an animal being gutted.
Yeah.
An animal lover. I get that. I don't
right.
know wants to see an animal being sliced up.
So then, really, the penultimate or the final scene was Mark and Monica are having sex, and all of a sudden she hacks his head off.
Yes.
And that
Very
scene,
gruesome.
Fantastic.
Well done.
Well done.
It reminded me of almost like some of the 1980s slasher effects. I'm thinking about like who's the effect?
Friday the 13th.
Yeah, who's the
Kevin
effect?
Bacon. That's pretty.
Who does the effects?
Tom Savini.
Tom Savini. Like those Tom Savini heads effects.
Just the head above the pillow. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming it was done really well because it was his head, and it looked. One, it looked real.
Yep.
Two, it was gruesome, and then it also had the over-the-topness of the blood,
Yeah.
and they're obviously doing some shots of blood to make it almost look like orgasms, and the look on her face.
So there we go. That's kind of the end scene. So she's straddled on top of Mark.
No.
She cuts his head off, and then she gets off, puts a tie wrap around the
penis and balls. You know, she wants to keep him
keep
like that. And his head's off, so
him ready.
blood's going out, but she wants to keep the blood where it's meant. What are we talking about?
And then she brings back Rob's decomposed head, puts that on top of the body,
So you've got.
and carries on.
So the love triangle was solved by making them all one.
It's like
Dead.
a Frankenstein, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So and then the end. I suppose the end scene is she's
Very
pregnant.
much spoiler. She's pregnant.
And then it finishes. So it's just a load of nonsense, really.
Yes, it's a
it's
load
just
of
gore.
rubbish.
It is.
It's a load of rubbish.
Do you know what? It's 100 minutes. I'll probably never watch it again unless someone goes, do you know what? I want to watch a real horrible film. I go, I've got a film for you.
Do you know?
A double header.
I think the first one was a more coherent movie than this.
People say the second one's better, but I think the first one has a better.
I think
I'm going to say plot, but something more because
the first one kind of makes sense as a contained movie. The first one's cheap, badly made, some dodgy effects, and that goes to the squirm factor.
Mm-hmm.
This one increases all of that, but what it does in that is makes itself nonsense. And you know the one improvement they could have made from the first one, but they did not make, and it's still the most disgusting thing in it.
What's that?
Hairy German
armpits.
women armpits. She's quite pretty. Shave your armpits, love. Shave your armpits. What are you
Shady
looking at?
bits.
So there we go.
Right, there we go. That's Necromantic 2.
Yes, we started with a
Done.
romantic movie.
So we've had our breakfast. We've watched Headless Corpse Shagging, and now
I need a cup of tea. And then
drink.
we're going to hit The Mangler.
we're going to watch a Mangalore
gonna-
Overlord.
I think we should go Mangler.
We're
Let's
going
get
to
that
watch
one
some
ticked
Stephen King.
Yeah.
I'm going to review it as part of the King of Kings.
Cool. So
Right.
we're not scoring these. We're just going to order them in our last video, which one we like most to least. Yeah.
There we go.
Cool.
Right. Thank you very much.
See you in a minute.
Cheers.